Good evening. Welcome to On Stage with Mantis. I'm your host, Mantis. I want to invite people to join our Facebook group, On Stage with Mantis. You just got to do a web search, put On Stage with Mantis in quotes, you'll get there. It's that easy. Or you come to facebook.com/MantisK and put in a friend request. I'll friend you, and then we'll get you an invite to the group. I hope you like the show. It's a little complicated run around. I'm also the author of this beautiful book, From an Empty Heart. It's a volume of poetry I dabbled out over a decade. And it's available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Borders. It's internationally available in at least 6 countries I've seen it on. It's also available locally here in Wareham, in Onset Village, at the Heaven and Earth bookstore. Now this week we're not going to be doing music. We're taking a little stretch break. And we're going to give our little One World, One People comedy break here with the Bigg Nez and Bigg Lez show. And I want to welcome Bigg Nez and Bigg Lez to the stage. We're just about to go get rolling. You got a little audience going. You got some energy.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm going to turn the show right over to you guys.
All right.
And I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Give it up for Mantis.
Mantis. Cool dude.
Yes, indeed.
I love that guy.
I like his shades.
Shades. The hair. Dude. He's a dude.
And if I was white, my hair would be that long too.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you would rock that. You would rock that hair.
I'd have it all permed out like.
Probably. Yeah. You probably figured out this is Bigg Nez. And I'm
Hello.
Bigg Lez.
Yes.
How you doing tonight?
Great.
All right.
Good. Why do they call you Bigg Lez?
Because I'm a big lesbian.
Yeah.
Why do they call you Bigg Nez?
Because I'm fat. That's why. It is.
Plump man. You're plump.
Yes.
Looking good to me.
I'm husky. Thank you.
Husky.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, when I take this shirt off, it's Armageddon. Trust me. Trust me.
All right.
That's why That's why I stay in black all the time. I look slimmer. At least that's what Tyler said. Yeah.
So sometimes people ask us, how'd you team up? You seem so different.
Yes.
Black, white, gay, straight, male, female.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We just try to concentrate on how we're similar.
Yeah, we're very similar.
Right? We cover all the bases. We're very diverse.
Yeah, we're similar. We both like the ladies.
The ladies, we do.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. We get together. We're friends too. We're not just colleagues.
No.
And we just got together last week. We went to a Red Sox game, had a little dinner before, and we were talking about the waitress's shirt. It said "Gay is the new black," and I said I thought that I just turned 40, and I thought 40 was the new black.
Wasn't 40 the new 30?
What's the new 30?
Asian.
Oh, okay.
Asian's the new 30. Yeah.
And gay's just gay.
Gay
is just the gay.
I don't know how I felt when I seen the shirt. You know what I mean? I was like, do I feel offended by that? Or?
Yeah, for me it was kind of cool. I'm like, gay's the new black. Oh, that's cool, but
But I'm black, and I didn't know how
I
felt about that. You know what I mean? So.
But you're not gay.
No. But when you see black, when you're black and you see black, it's like, oh.
Did you feel exploited? That people say, oh.
No, I just felt
cool.
I just feel like if you're gonna say something's black, then just be more precise about what's black. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Everything's the new something, though.
Yeah, everything.
It's confusing.
Everything.
40's the new 30? I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know that.
No. Do you feel 30?
No. When I turned 40 last month, it was just another day.
Yeah.
I try to act younger than I am, so people don't know. And people say I dye my hair, so people say I look younger too. So that helps me out.
Right. But when you get a certain age, though, you're not young as you start exercising in certain parts of your body that never hurt in your life,
or that never moved.
Yeah, move.
That's the weird part.
Yeah,
some stuff moves.
Running the treadmill, I'm getting black eyes now when I run the treadmill. So
I never had that problem, Nez.
Yeah,
but
down to a B cup now.
So. We exercise we're on this kick because I just turned 40, and just as general health, we talk about going on a diet. Yeah. And but we're starting to become like a married couple now that we've been working together.
Yes.
Because we'll call each other Like, what are you doing? I'm just checking up on you. I'm like, Nez.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I gotta make sure you're okay. You know what I mean?
You called me at the gym. You're like, I'm on the treadmill. Just want you to know I'm really at the gym this time.
And I just ordered a pizza. So
it's balance.
that's my gym.
It's balance.
My gym, yeah. Making sure it better be there in 30 minutes.
So what do you think about all this dieting stuff?
The word diet is a strange word. The first 3 letters of the word diet is die.
Die. Yes.
Die. You die trying to do it. You know, and I don't want to die trying to lose weight.
I hear you.
But I feel like I'm dying because you ever go out with somebody and everyone's on a diet, you know, like people are like, everyone's, you know, like you're the only one on a diet, but everyone else is eating what they want to eat. Oh, you know what I mean? People eating ribs
like
and everything.
And
yeah, it's like, I'll just have the fresh salad with the vinaigrette.
You feel ostracized for trying to be healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm different though. I'm like, can you put a couple double cheeseburgers on that salad for me too, please?
Balance.
Just smothered in blue cheese.
Balance.
Yeah.
Balance. I tried some different diets once in a while. Like I'll see something, I'm like, I'll try that. You know, I like to be fit. I was doing that eating for your blood type. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah.
Eating for your blood type. And it breaks down like the different blood types and which foods work and which foods don't. And what I determined was the best thing for me would be to get a transfusion. Because Keith Richards did it because of heroin. Like I would do it to have a bagel because like I can't anymore. They're not for my blood type.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're bad news.
It's hard for me because I like big women. My girl is a big girl and she's always eating. You know what I mean? And it always looks and smells so good. So I'm always.
So that's that new perfume you have on?
Yeah. No, that's nacho cheese.
It's
really?
nacho. Oh, I love that. It's a good scent.
Yeah. Is that
I'm gonna
Kraft?
buy you some Cool Ranch for Christmas.
She puts it behind her
Sprinkle it
ears
on.
before we go out on dates.
Sprinkle it through and walk through it.
That's right.
And it sparkles too.
This is a beautiful town.
This is a very nice town. It's coastal. I grew up in a coastal town, so it feels a little, like a little homecoming type of thing.
Yeah.
And we drove in. It took us a little while to get here. Really nice drive.
Nice drive.
So we're friends and everything, but we're always learning things about each other.
Yes.
And something I learned about Nez today is he has a little fear of some sort of strange things. Like every time I would point out how tranquil or peaceful something was, Nez would have to say, "It's always peaceful before the zombies get you."
I'm a firm believer in zombies. Everyone.
This is a nice coastal town. We went down by the water. It was the current was nice. You could hear like the what's that called when the waves. They weren't crashing, but the current. You could hear that little, like that water sound, like the waves are lapping at the rocks. That's what they call. And I said, "Oh, this is so pretty." And they said, "Look at that bridge. That's where the zombies are going to come out."
Because I seen the movie where it started just like that. People on the bridge having a good time, and all of a sudden,
zombies.
Yeah.
So every time, I didn't realize you had such a zombie phobia.
Yeah, but I'm getting myself ready for the zombie Armageddon.
I know. I'm teasing you, but then I'll be sorry. They're gonna come get my brain.
Yeah.
And then they'll be sorry. Mom.
Yeah, I'll be calling you like it's time. It's time.
It's time. We had a nice time at the dock, though.
It was very nice.
It was very nice.
A lot of fish. Fish are jumping out the water and.
Yeah, at first you could see the fish. But you couldn't actually. I take that back. You couldn't see the fish, but you could see where the water would break, and then the little circle would come around the water. But the fish weren't showing their faces for a while.
They were big though.
So we surmised that they must be ugly fish.
Yeah, very ugly fish.
Ugly fish.
There was a guy down there catching crabs.
Oh yeah,
too.
That guy was nice.
Yeah, we gave him some medicine too to get rid of them as well. So
crabs. He caught a lot of crabs in it, like.
He did catch a lot of crabs. He had like 10 of them.
He had this basket. It looked like a butterfly net, but it was a crab net, apparently. Net. And he was telling us, like, we were getting an education. It was like the Discovery Channel for us today.
Of how to catch crabs.
He said you had to look for, like, their belly will reflect the light, and, like, the male have a different color than the female.
Yeah, the female had the red, yeah.
So, of course, right after that, anytime we saw something in the water, like, there's a crab.
He would catch it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we would be good crab catchers.
No, we shouldn't be though.
No, we should.
No. You know that Bigg Nez.
It's not a real distinction we want to.
That's a great introduction though. Welcome, Bigg Nez and Bigg Lez, the crab catchers.
Crab catchers. Yeah. Well, that guy was good though. I mean, because we asked him, like,
hey everyone, good morning. How's everyone going?
he looked uncomfortable the whole time, like, oh, God, forgot my salve.
That was real.
No, but the guy, like, for real, not like nasty crabs, like oceanic crabs.
They're nasty looking though.
They are nasty, and they're tricky. They're smart because once they get in the net, they look still. So you think, oh, maybe they're slipping away or whatever. But the guy told us, like, they trick you. Don't put your finger in there. So, which was really good because you were leaning down. Yeah. Like you were like your nose was like this far away.
Yeah, I had some hot sauce in my pocket, so I was thinking about making a sandwich before we came to the show.
Ah, that sounds good.
This does sound good.
The food reference. We gotta like overcome the whole food. You did good. Nez did great today. We both sort of pep talked each other through our lunch. We had a very healthy lunch. It was greens. No bad breads and things like that, and all the bad flour.
Nope.
It's bad.
That means I'll have gas all week now.
And that was good because we were sharing the ride together. And I was like, listen, I'm driving. I don't mind driving, but...
Crack the window. Yes.
Yeah. But Nez, you were tired on the way in.
I'm always sleepy.
Nez, you were going in and out of sleep.
That's my thing.
Hey, Ellen, we almost there. Like right in the middle of a sentence, and then the little snore would come out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just took a nap." You took a nap right in the middle of the sentence.
I always do that though.
You're a quick napper.
I'm a quick napper.
Yeah.
As long as if I'm in a car, like on a train or something, like something that's just moving smooth, I'm gone. See you later.
I didn't mind if you napped. I think my the navigation voice lady probably woke you up a lot.
Yeah, because I was like, "Who is that?"
Like, she's a pain.
Yeah, I thought.
You get on the highway. And then you're on the highway, so she doesn't have to tell you to get on the highway again when you're on the highway.
You're already there.
Yeah, but she's pushy.
She is pushy.
I think my mother programmed her. She's like, if I'm not going to be around,
I'm still going to tell you what to do. Yeah. I miss my mother.
Yeah.
I had a good mother. She, I had one of the mothers that always slapped you no matter what you did, no matter where you were. She'd just slap you like if you did something wrong. I used to get slapped in church. Because I was always messing up in church. There was always a lady in front of me that was always real loud. Thank you, Jesus! And she would like fall on the pew, and my brother and I would start laughing, and then my mother would always hit me with that quick karate chop. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And then she'd hug me.
I used to call that mom foo.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
All moms have that mom foo action.
Throw the shoe. Throw anything.
Yeah. It's like nunchucks.
Oh yeah. She was Bruce Lee's. Definitely his student.
So we were talking. We were again going back to the our diet goals and weight. Just kind of popped in my head. You have an interesting goal that we talked about. Most people will say, "I want to lose X amount of pounds." Nez, like, what are your goals? I'm like, I just want to feel fit. I want to feel toned. So I said, Nez, what about you? How much weight do you want to lose? And I like your answer.
I just want to wear a tank. I just want to wear no shirt next summer. I just don't want to wear a shirt. Just muscles is everywhere. You know what I mean? I just want to be like muscles.
Even in church.
just a tie on in church with just muscles. That would be awesome. Yeah, because you gotta, church I go to, you have to dress up.
It's formal.
You gotta. Yeah, it's formal. So I can come in with just a shirt on, or no shirt, and just a tie. and just, some cufflinks.
So it sounds like church was a big part of your upbringing.
Yeah, it was.
Really,
it was.
Much of a church.
That's what most
family.
of my fist fights were in church. I was always fighting in church. That's probably why I slowed down now.
No, well, my upbringing didn't involve a lot of church.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not like heathens or anything. We're just, kind of. I guess we are. But who am I kidding?
I'm a heathen. I know where I'm going.
We talk a lot about, we want to learn about each other's experiences and maybe cultural differences that we can either our similarities and our differences.
Definitely.
So we plan little excursions. I'm I'm going to show, I'm going to take that. So Nez taught me how to roll a big blunt, and then we went to Popeyes, and then we watched all 3 of the Friday movies.
That's right. And Ellen took me hiking, and now I'm almost a vegan. And I've watched the whole marathon of Frasier.
Eddie.
Frasier's funny.
Frasier.
Yeah, I like the dog.
The dog, that's Eddie.
And the father. The father's hilarious.
Yeah, he walks around with his cane and stuff.
Yeah, he's very funny. And I like the girl, the lady.
So you liked Frasier. I knew you would be open to it that time you told me that you liked Reba McEntire. I'm like,
yeah, she was in Tremors. That's why I liked her, because she was in Tremors. She was killing the monsters in Tremors. See, everything's a monster to me. Everything.
Right,
everything.
back to the zombies. Like, look at this nice desert scene. Oh, there's an earthquake.
Yeah, that was on Dust to Dawn when the vampires. Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. I am.
Yeah,
I am. I'm just a friend. I just think that something bad's gonna happen. You know what I mean? This is so nice. No, something bad's gonna happen soon.
Well, nothing bad's happening so far.
No. This is great.
It's good. We're rolling along.
Are you kidding me? This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
You want to do a little of our own time?
Yeah. You ready?
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Go ahead, Eve.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up probably one of the funniest
I'll
women.
duck down so you can't see me.
I'm going to introduce one of the funniest women in Boston. She is my partner in crime and my partner in dieting as well. Please put your hands together for the very funny Miss Ellen Moschetto.
Thank you. Thank you, Bigg Nez. Thank you, audience. So this is a nice audience. This is a nice little, nice station. I'm liking it. So, in some of these shows, I go by the name of Bigg Lez, but my name's Ellen Moschetto. I've been doing comedy a few years. It's sort of a family thing. I have a brother who's been doing comedy for years. And at first, he thought I'd steal his material because I stole his girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Good times. But we get along really well now. Like as grown-ups we do, but when I was little, I didn't think he liked me. I didn't even think anyone in my family liked me, not even my parents, because I was too little to understand they were actually trying to compliment me. Like my mother told me, "You're full of piss and vinegar." Oof. My father told me, "You're a handsome young girl." Like, oh, I'm crying every night. I smell like pee. I look like the Fonz. Oh. So I have an older brother, and I also have a sister. And my brother was the epitome of the older brother teasing us all the time. And he was at this phase of period of time when I was little. He kept calling me a dink. A dink. That was like his little jab at me. You're a dink. You're a dink. So I was upset, and I went to my dad, and I'm like, no, Tony's always calling me a dink. So my father, trying to appease me, said, that's not even a bad, that's a compliment. I was like, really? Yeah, he's complimenting you. So he just pulled something out of the air and said, a dink is a very well-dressed person. Which at the time was nice. It's a nice dad thing to do, right? Wasn't so nice when I went to the family reunion a couple of weeks later and walked in my little outfit and was like, hey, everyone, I'm a dink. I'm a dink, hey, everyone. Yeah, so that was my that's why I do comedy. But my family's really nice. I found out something interesting about my mother. Recently, I found this out as a grown-up. She was pregnant when she got married, which isn't really a big deal now. But if I had known this when I was a kid, that's when I could have used it against her. Because she always yelled at me, like if I got a bad grade, I didn't clean my room, come out as a lesbo, blah, 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 blah. She's screaming. I would have been like, really? Come on now, Ma. Bah, 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 bah. You shouldn't have been dressed in white. You big hoe. Mm-hmm. You step off me because I like boobies. Good times had by all. No, my family is really great. I do. I love my family. I talk about them a lot because I love them a lot. And what's nice now is as us kids are getting older, the family's getting bigger. I have a little niece now. My little niece is so cute. So she's little and she's cute. So of course she gets away with everything. She stumbles when she walks. She slurs when she talks. She lifts up her little dress. She shows everyone her new panties. And when she does it, they give her a bottle. Call her cute. But when I do it, they take my bottle away. Call me a cab. Buy me panties. Oops. Oh boy. At one time. That's all it takes. So, my little niece, she was watching this cartoon recently. It was a Scooby-Doo cartoon, one of the new ones. And I'm not even kidding. The main character in it was called Mrs. Muffin Stuffer. I was like, zoinks! Where'd she come from? And my mother, of all people, was like, oh, that's kind of clever, how cute. Like, I had a movie with Mrs. Muffin Stuffer in it. It made me go to counseling, but hey. All right. Yeah. But those kids specials, those cartoons, they always like sneak a little grown-up content in there. They sneak it in. I think they should just make cartoons for adults. Just call them that. Like next Christmas time, like have Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Sex Toys. You picture that? They go down to the little island. Like, oh, I'm a vibrator without a battery hatch. Oh, no. I'm Benoit balls, but I'm square. Woo! Ouch! I'm a French tickler, but I am from Mexico. Oh, no. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? So you're a nice crowd. I like you. Nice audience. And I feel comfortable. Not my whole act doesn't talk about being gay, but when I do have a little bit of material in there, I feel comfortable in this audience. You're nice and accepting. So it's not always the case sometimes. Sometimes audiences get a little, weirded out. And I can see, the ladies, they clutch onto their guy. They're like, oh, she's going to come get me. Blah, 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 blah. Like, big lesbian, ooh, boogie woman. A zombie. She's going to come get me. But I wouldn't do that. I don't believe in converting people. It's not really a moral thing. I'm just kind of lazy. And that's hard enough. Dating. Add that extra step. No, I don't need to do that. So, I don't really date that much. I try once in a while, but I'm not really good at it, unfortunately. My problem is I always like someone and then they only like me as a friend. This happens to me a lot. And so my friends will tell me, why don't you go online, try going online. So I tried that, and I thought it was going well. I got an email back, and it was signed XO. So I was like, oh, hey, that's a good sign. Let's go out. No, we're just friends. And I'm like, how'd XO become FU? So my friends would tease me. They tease me a lot. They're like, why don't you try a mail order bride? And I'm like, she just wanted to be friends. I told her, Svetlana, check this out. I had Levi's. I have toilet paper. It's too bad, too, because I have sex like an Olympian. Talking every 4 years. Oh, just watch out, because the games are coming up. So, the last relationship I was in was a long-distance relationship. Far away, like England. So that's hard to maintain, So we had to find different ways to communicate because phone calls are very expensive. So we went on the computer a lot. I I feel comfortable enough to say, on the computer, you know what I mean? Chatting on the computer. Yeah. I didn't really like that. I didn't like it. Not because of the obvious technical difficulties, mechanical difficulties. Man, I'm a stickler for spelling and grammar. And you just don't get that on those sexy chats. All the O's, all the S's, like 27 S's, like yes. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. And you have to agree to everything or you'll kill the mood. Yeah, and it's weird because I'm reading along, like, I'm going to sneak into your dungeon. Like, dungeon? I'm going to smack you on the butt with the garden weasel. Would you like that? Like, oh, yes. And you have to watch out for the typos. Yeah. Because the garden weasel is one thing, but no, you cannot torch my posse. Ew. That's like, no. Can't agree to everything. My. So, I actually, in addition to doing stand-up, I'm a yoga instructor as well. Like people find that hard to believe, but I do. I'm a yoga instructor. And so, I'm pretty flexible. I can't put my legs behind my head, but maybe someone else's someday. Maybe, because as part of my yoga training, I took a vow of celibacy a little over 2 years ago that I'm still in, shall we say? Celibacy. Everyone's doing it, or not, but Nez like that one. Zombies? No. So some people ask me, like, why would you be celibate? And it's really strange to me because it used to be controversial to be, like, slutty, but now it's controversial to not be slutty. Like, I don't know what people want anymore, But so a lot of people think, like, they say to me, you must not like sex if you're celibate. And it's not that I don't like it. Like, when I had it, I liked it. And I think, that, people think, like, oh, you must not be good at it. So, I'm like, well, I got favorable reviews, And I'm, like, a very earnest person, too. Like, if I'll go the extra mile and everything, Like, if someone said they like a spanking, like, I would learn the Morse code. I'm like, I would tap out a sexy love note. Like, I would do whatever it takes. Like, tap, doop, 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 But I took this vow, and, so I'm gonna honor my vow. I'm gonna honor my vow, and I forgot the end of that joke. So I apparently should end this vow sooner rather than later. I think. I don't know. That might be a good indicator. Oh God, but it all kind of leads into the next thing I was going to talk about a little bit, like dating and sex life, and in Massachusetts, where we are filming now, I don't know where people may be watching this all over, but in Massachusetts here we have gay marriage is actually legal. So for a long time I could pretend like, oh, well, I just can't get married, so, well, I didn't have to pretend because I couldn't, but I'm a little bit of a commitment phobe, and I always had a built-in excuse, like, hey, I can't get married, so, and then the gay marriage passed, and I was like, damn, like, there goes my excuse. But I know it's a controversial topic, and I don't expect everyone to agree, but I just don't like when people say stupid things about gay marriage. I've heard some stupid things. Like, people will say, if we let the gays marry, then people will want to marry their pets. What? I have a cat, Sugar. She has a Facebook page. I love Sugar. Look her up, friend her, Sugar Mosquito. I would not marry her.
Should never say I do.
She wouldn't, right? Ooh, hey, there's a new tag right there. Woo! That was good. That was better than my tag. But I'm still going to do it anyway. All right. No, but I wouldn't marry her. Like, I'd totally hook up with her, but I want to marry. No, that's gross. No, I do. I love sugar.
You look better this time around, too.
Yeah, I feel my body is set to collapse at 8:15.
Seriously?
Yeah, I put this 4 hours here.
She does. She has a Facebook page. I know, like, I made it when I was recently laid off. So during that first period of time where I wasn't working, I was bored. I had too much time on my hands. So I made her a Facebook page. And I know it sounds weird. And even I knew that at the time. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with me? I'm making my cat a Facebook page. But people started friending her, like left and right. Boom, boom, friending. Sugar has 114 friends on Facebook. But the weird thing is only 98 are mutual to me. So there's 16 people who would rather be friends with Sugar than with me. And I thought I was weird. But no, we play. Like, I'll sign in as Sugar and I'll say something silly, like, oh, I'll make you pancakes from scratch, or like something stupid. And then, like, I'll sign in as me and make a little insult, and then we go back and forth, like just having like a fake quarrel. But the weird thing is people will jump in, like my mother and her friends are Sugar's friends, and they'll jump in like, don't let her talk to you like that, Sugar. Like, it's me, stupid. But Sugar, but my mother is claiming she's going to make Facebook pages for her cats. And my mother's a big New York Yankees fan, which is kind of odd, growing up in Boston. And one of her cats is named Bambino, after the big Bambino. So every once in a while, as Sugar, I'll sign in onto my mother's page, and I'll call her Nana. Like, hey Nana, how are your cats? And I'll call Bambino. I'll call him Uke instead for Kevin Euclid. And then my mother's kind of a dirty bird, and she writes back nasty stuff. And people jump in. They're like, don't let her talk to you like that, Sugar. Like, it's me. I love Sugar. I'm very protective of her, like to the point where I think my friends, like, they don't do it to my face, but I'm sure they make fun of me because I would. If I would. Where it's not a child, it's a cat. But I'm like that with Sugar. She was sick this weekend, so I had to take her to the vet, and I've never had to take her to the vet. I've only had her like a year. I adopted her when she was a little older, and it was just breaking my heart because she was panicked. She was panting in her little cage. So I got her to the vet and finally get to take her out. She settled down a little, shedding. You could tell she was still a little discombobulated. But she just started to calm down, and then the vet comes in like, we got to take her temperature. So poor Sugar, she got a little back door, But and it was mean of me, as protective and as much as I love her. Like, Sugar was clutching for the counter, but it was a really smooth surface, so she just sort of slid. So her chest was down, her butt was up, and I'm it was just... It was funny if you were there. And then after everything, the little cage, she fought so hard to not get in, she was like climbing in that cage, in her little tote, She's like, oh, I want to stay in here. Don't put anything in my bum. So that was our first visit. It was nice. But I'm going to wrap up in a few minutes, and we're going to get ready for some Bigg Nez comedy, so we'll get you ready for that. But I like working with Nez, and we enjoy working together, and we're trying to, we're trying to get something going with our show, do stuff together, and we do this part separately. And you know, a lot of people will say, "Oh, do you want to be famous? You want to be a celebrity or something?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. You know, I don't think of it that way because I really like celebrities. Like I grew up like watching like Entertainment Tonight and now E, and I just like I know the attention they get, and like some like people who are famous, they can't do anything without, you know, being followed or being, you know, they get caught doing everything. And sometimes I think it's justified, but like I like everything. Like people do commercials, like the celebrities do commercials and they endorse products and stuff. Have you seen all these Proactive commercials? Like these celebrities are going to come out and like pretend they have acne now, you know, just to get some free Proactive. But my favorite one is P. Diddy. Have you seen the P. Diddy one? Oh my God, it's hilarious. He's up there, he's got shades on. He's like, I like Proactive. It moisturizes my area, preserves my sexy. I'm like, where are you rubbing that? That's not where it goes, P. Diddy. His face looks like a cheese grater ran over it. But his balls, whoa, they look like onyx. Yeah, shiny. Shining. You know who I think would be a celebrity if she were around today? Is Helen Keller. Because she was so accomplished, you know, and like she had a story, you know. Helen Keller did a bunch, like, there are quotes that people say every day and don't know that it was Helen. You know that? Like she said, sometimes the best things in life are not seen or heard, they're felt in the heart. She's like, well, duh, she's Helen Keller, but okay, maybe that wasn't a good one. And she said, aim with your heart, adjust with your mind. I'm like, thanks, Helen, what do I do with my butt? It's Helen talking about aiming. Okay, that wasn't a good one either. But like, I think she would have like a show, and it would be called Helen Keller Talk to the Hand. Because all right, I'm just gonna leave you with one more thing. Talking about celebrities, they get into trouble though. They get into trouble sometimes. Remember when Mel Gibson got arrested? Oh, that was bad. He was drunk. They stopped him. He was drunk. He was an anti-Semitic rant. It was horrible. But a lot of people don't know. He called the female officer who arrested him, he called her sugar tits. He did. Got me thinking. I think the fake ones are Splenda tits. Get a little work done, you even them out. They're equal. But no matter what, when you get old, they're sweet and low. Boom, sweet and low. All right, thank you so much, Wareham Cable TV audience, and anyone else out there. I hope a lot of people out there watch them. Are you ready for some more comedy stylings? I sure am. So I'm going to bring my partner in crime up on the stage. He performs all over New England, clubs and colleges. He rips it up everywhere he goes. I know you're going to love him. Please welcome my friend Bigg Nez.
Hey. Ellen Mosquito. Yes. I don't know, Ellen. I want to be famous, though. I do. I want to be famous. I just don't know how. Like, I don't know which route to take. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's making sex tapes. You know what I mean? So I thought, well, maybe I should make a sex tape. You know? But with the girl I'm with, it'll be like 20 minutes of just us arguing. You know what I mean? Like, where's the sex? Oh, there's no sex in this one. It's just us arguing. You know what I mean? But that's... I like we're both big people, you know what I mean? And it's like, what is there to argue about? You know what I mean? And like we'll be arguing, like we'll be in the car, like, oh, I hate you too. And I'm like, you want to go to Burger King now? Yeah, let's go to Burger King. And then all of a sudden you see me like putting onion rings on her wedding finger. I'm sorry. Please take this ring as my friendship. Yeah, so things are going good. You know, we got over 100 days with Barack. He was just up at the Hamptons or whatever, or Martha's Vineyard or something or other. I have friends that still are riding this Barack high. They're still riding this high. They're like, oh, Nez. Because my friends believe that Barack's going to change everything. He's like, oh, Nez, Barack is going to get rid of layaway. I said, if Barack gets rid of layaway, I'm going to shoot him myself. No one gets rid of layaway on Bigg Nez. That's how I got my T-shirt. Threw layaway. The only thing I want Barack to get rid of are like the racism, like the racist commercials. You ever see those racist KFC commercials? You see them. It's like a hot sunny day, and it's like 50 picnic tables with red and white checkered cloths on them, and it's like 100 buckets of chicken. And then there's like a guy that comes out with sweatbands. You know he's gonna dance. You know it. You just know it. And he's like, "Hey, mama, where's the chicken, mama?" And she's like, "Over there, baby." He's like pop locking and dancing to the chicken. He's like dancing to the food and stuff. And then he grabs the chicken wing. I was so mad. I seen it on TV the other night. I threw an empty bucket of chicken at the TV screen. I hated that. No one does that to me. No one does that. I like everyone's on Facebook and MySpace and all that garbage. I don't like Facebook at all because I always have like some guy poking me. There's like a guy. You can like poke people. I got a guy in like Connecticut, someone that pokes me every day. And I wrote him back. I said, "Listen, man, you're not supposed to be poking me. You know what I mean? Like, go poke some girls." The guy's poking me, sending me virtual drinks. "Oh, I just sent you a virtual fuzzy navel." I'm like, "Where is it? Somebody just sent me a drink. Where is it?" "Oh, I can't drink it." "Oh, it's virtual." "Oh, okay." And then MySpace. Everyone was on MySpace. MySpace was the thing. Remember that? Everyone was on MySpace. The thing I loved about MySpace was seeing the girls who were like kind of trashy, you know what I mean? And every time you see the pictures, all you see was like their boobs and a throat. Like you wouldn't see no face, you just see their boobs hanging out, just their throat, you know what I mean? And then you see like pictures of them at the club and they're all drunk and their skirts all up and they're all sweaty, hanging on each other, and I loved it because the girl used to have a headline. Her headline would read, "God is my judge." It's like, come on, baby, God is your judge. Please, you got 30,000 hits and your boobs are everywhere. Somebody's judging you. It was me. I judged her. I was judging her. I was like, what is the matter with you? And I am trying to lose weight. I am trying to lose some weight because my lady gives me terrible compliments. She's like, "Oh, Nez, it doesn't matter how big you get, I'm still gonna love you." Yeah, right. She's like, "Oh, I love your little fat pot belly." I was like, what are you talking about? "Oh, I love how the back of your neck folds down. It looks like a pack of hot dogs." Oh. What? Like, I hope they're Nathan's hot dogs. but I can't give her compliments. I can't be like, "Oh, every time you come out the shower, the water just glistens on your goatee." That's where it glistens. It glistens right on your mustache. Oh, I can't say that. I'm wrong if I'd say she has a goatee. I can't say that. But you can tell me I got a bag of hot dogs. Right now. That's terrible, man. That's hard. Like, you love me? Like, how can you love me and tell me I got a pack of hot dogs on the back of my neck? Thank God it wasn't like Kabasi or something. You know what I mean? Jeez. Mean. She's mean. Oh God, I know, right? Chicken patty, like, "Oh, it's flat like a patty," yeah, or something. You know what I mean? Turkey sausage, which is terrible. You know what? We should just give up dieting right now. We should just give it up and just eat whatever you want to eat. I'm talking about making peanut butter jelly sandwiches with ham on them. I'm talking about like making a smoothie, no fruit, just ribs and like barbecue sauce, a rib smoothie. Let's just go all out. Life is too short. The zombies are coming too, so. I'm afraid of cat, man. I'm afraid of it. Because another reason why I want to get in shape is not like, oh, I want to be in shape if I get into a fight. I want to be in shape because of dogs, like loose dogs. Because I don't want to run. Like when I was in high school, oh man, we had fun running from dogs. We would tease dogs so we could run from them. You know what I mean? Now, I'm trying to negotiate with the dog. Like, look, man, biting me is just don't bite me. You're not gonna get anything out of this. You know what I mean? Why don't you just go home and get some kibbles and bits? I'm like talking to pit bulls. Like, nah, you shouldn't bite me. I got to a scenario one time. I was with a lady friend of mine. This was like my old fiance. We're walking down the street. We're talking. We're hand in hand, and we're talking, and we're just getting along. And all of a sudden, like a pit bull just came out of nowhere, like right in front of us. You know. And the first thing I did anything any typical man would do. Ah! I screamed. She said, go fight the dog. Go fight for my love. I was like, I don't even think I even like you that much. Like, you didn't make meatloaf on Tuesday. Tuesday was meatloaf day. You did not make meatloaf. I don't think so. So the dogs was looking at us. The dogs is like, who should I bite first? I'm like, please bite her. You know what I mean? The dog takes off running. I'm screaming. Ah! The dog runs right past us. Now, I must say that night I slept on the couch and I was eating peanut butter and jelly with turkey meat on it. I tell you, she was that was my ex fiance. It's funny when like I almost got married, like I was paying, like I had the ring and everything, and I should have kept that ring, man. I could right now I could have a 60-inch with an Xbox and like surround sound, you know, and a
You look better this time around, too.
Yeah, I feel my body is set to collapse at 8:15.
Seriously?
Yeah, I could, this 4 hours here.
The ring cost was all that. You know, I would like to get married if I found the right person. You know, the right person who could deal with me. Because I mean, like, I let women know. Listen, I snore and I eat a lot, and I probably pick my nose when I sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I'm honest. I'm honest. You know what I mean? I really wish we could like, that's what Ellen and I were talking about. Like, we could just like look at someone and just figure out how they are before we even get with them. You know what I mean? And that'd be a great idea. That'd be a great addition to dating. You know what I mean? It's hard. I can't date. I mean, I got a lady now. I couldn't date anyone anyway because she knows everybody. Like, she knows. I walk into the deli. Hey, aren't you so-and-so's boyfriend? I'm like, damn, she knows the fucking. She almost swore. Like, gee, she knows the butcher too. Like, Jesus. Of course, she knows the butcher. That's where we get our steaks from. Yeah. See, and then I'm unemployed. I'm unemployed too, and the one thing I love about being unemployed is food stamps. I love food stamps, man. They give like $2.50 each month. I have so many steaks in the refrigerator. I don't know what to do with them. I'm like using steaks as like a towel. Like I'm getting out the shower using steaks to dry off. That's how much steaks we got in the house. I love it though. I love it. But I want to be. She's probably watching. I mean, I shouldn't say that. One thing I go home. I'll be like, this is jokes. She's clingy. Like, she's real clingy. Like it's always. Where are you? What are you doing? Like, I can be in the bathroom pooping. You know what I mean? She'll come kick the bathroom door and, are you okay, Nez? You know, how can be while I'm on the toilet? Like, don't you smell that? Like, you don't smell anything. You don't see the paint peeling off the walls. Like, you don't smell that. Like, does love mess with your nose too? I know love is blind, but does love kill your nose? Like, jeez, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. I tried. I mean, I try to be a gentleman. My grandmother raised me to be a gentleman. Mother raised me to be a gentleman. But sometimes it doesn't work. Like I took this one girl out, and I took her to a real fancy restaurant. You know, Olive Garden. And my mother was like, always open door for a lady. And I was like, all right, let me open the door for her. So the girl was kind of walking behind me, and I hurried up, and I opened the door. You know what I mean? And these two other women kind of came in, and I didn't want to shut the door on them. You know, they're women. So I held the door over for them, and they were like, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. And then this girl runs up to me and grabs me by the throat, right in Olive Garden in front of everybody. You know what I mean? She's like, if you ever open a door again for another woman, I will kill you. I was like, how can you order breadsticks after that? Like, how can you I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I won't do that anymore. You know, stupid, man, stupid. Is anyone here go to the gym? You go to the gym? The gym is ridiculous. I'm lazy when I go to the gym. I pick the treadmill closest to the snack machine. If the snack machine's right there and I'm right here, and I always bring people bring protein shake stuff. I always bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with me, you know, because that's protein and fruit and bread, which is the food groups. And I'm always eating my sandwich as I'm walking. That's how I walk on the treadmill, like this. I'm eating my sandwich. My brother's always with me, and I elbow my brother, say, hey, man, go give me some milk. Go give me some milk, man. Give me some milk. And give me those Twinkies in there, too. That's D12. I'll take those Twinkies, too. I know I know everything, man. I know everything. It's funny about the gym because there's people at the gym that you want to look like man, I wish I was built like that. Then there's people at the gym that you're like, ooh, thank God I don't look like that guy. You know? But the other reason I had to lose weight is because I got out the shower one day and I walked past the mirror and I was like, hey, who is that? And I moved the steam away from the mirror and I was like, ooh, that's me. But then I realized, you know, I don't really tie my towel right here. I always tie my towel up top. You know, because one girl said to me one night, she's like, you want to have a breast sucking contest? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? She won, though. She won the contest. She won. She won. She's mean too. I had a lot of mean girlfriends. I had a lot of them. I don't know, man. I mean, I know there's one out there for me. There's gonna be a woman out there that's gonna love my snoring. You know what I mean? Oh, I love it. Sounds like an orchestra. You know, I want to hear something like that. You know, your feet stink. So what? I love it. You know what I mean? Because how can someone say they love you but then try to change you? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm like killing people. You know what I mean? Like, oh, where you going? Well, I'm going to go do some comedy. I'm probably going to kill about 4 people. And then I'll be home later on. Just make sure that dinner's hot for me, okay? Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not killing people. You know? I just like to eat, and I used to drink a lot of beer, but then I had to stop drinking. I had to slow down my drinking beer because I went home to do a show, and like, you know how when you drink but you don't eat first, you know, like it's an appetite for destruction. You know that, right? So I get off the plane, I'm all excited. I see my family, I see my brothers. I'm real excited, but I didn't eat anything because I wasn't hungry, you know, because JetBlue's nice. They give you like a big thing to eat, you know what I mean? So I ate that, and I was like, okay, I'm fine. Then I go to the show, and it's free. You know, it's like, oh, you're the comedian? Okay, Nez, you can drink what you want. And I was like, I can? So I'm drinking all these beers and stuff, and before I knew it, I blacked out. It was like 5 in the morning. Like I remember it happened from like 11 o'clock. I know at 11 o'clock, I was having a drink, talking to some friends, and then at 5 in the morning, I woke up, and I was like, come outside, and I'm like, hey, what happened? And they're like, oh my God. You know people always say to you, every time you ask what happened, and it starts with, oh my God, like, it's bad. Oh my God, Nez, you won't believe it. I was like, what happened? They were like, you peed yourself. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a second. I peed myself. And they were like, yeah, check your pants. And I'm like, oh my God, I did pee my pants. I was like, what kind of family members are you to leave me in the clothes that I soiled? You know what I mean? But then I realized, you know how like when you're, I thought I was at home. So I know that when I get out of my bed, I take a left and a right, and then like I'm right there, like the toilet's right there. That's what they said I did. They said, you walked out the room, took 2 steps, turned around, and you were right in the closet. So they said I was in the closet peeing, but I was really peeing all over myself. So when I hear that, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want any more alcohol. Not that I even have a problem. I think it was just I got caught off guard. I didn't eat, you know. I can't talk about that. Ooh, that's my thing. I do. Yes, you're right. That will never happen with that. Legalize and I'll advertise. That's what I always wanted to make my own beer. You know, Bigg Nez's beer. I bring back the 40 and the 64 ounce. It'd just be me on the cover like this. And I always wanted to make my own ganja too. You know, have my own bags. Bigg Nez ganja, and I'll be like this, hands in the joint, eyes all low. Yeah, blunt. Jeez, you got me thinking about that now. The whole act's gonna shift now. Yeah. Ooh, I can't talk about it. They said be clean. They said Nez, stay clean. I almost swore earlier too. Sorry. Thank God I caught that one. Yeah, you're right. A blunt would be so much better. Because when you smoke, what you're gonna do? You're gonna watch something funny, and then you're gonna like raid the refrigerator. That's what I do. I just raid the refrigerator. Tater tots, lunch meat, this peanut butter crackers, everything. I don't care what it is. I'm drinking Tang. I don't care what it is. You know, I love Tang too. I get that with the food stamps too. Tang. Just mix it with some water and stir it up. But you gotta kill the chunks. There's all like a chunk in there. You gotta scrape the chunk out. You know, get the chunk flat. Yeah, but I also am a big fan of sports. I'm glad Tom Brady's back. We got the Patriots starting up soon. There's a game tonight, I think. But I met Tom Brady. I was working at the Boys and Girls Club, and I met Tom Brady, and we got to meet Richard Seymour, and we met Kraft and all them. And Richard Seymour is huge. Like, you see him on TV, he's big, but when you stand next to him, he is mammoth. I mean, he's huge. And he shook my hand, and I was like, "Hey, Richard, how you doing?" As soon as he shook my hand, I thought every bone in my hand broke. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Okay, thanks a lot, Richard." And then when Tom Brady walked in, I did anything any man would do. I screamed. I was like, "Ah, it's Tom Brady!" I was like a chick. "Oh, it's Tom Brady! Oh, Tom Brady! How you doing, Tom Brady?" All the kids are looking at me. I'm like, "Shut up! It's Tom Brady." Shake his hand, you know. And then I was like, "What's up, Tom?" I'm gonna give him some dap. This is what he did to me. He was like this, and I was like, "Do I kiss your hand, Tom Brady?" That's what I call him the whole time, Tom Brady. "Do I kiss your hand, Tom Brady?" He's like, "Yes, kiss my hand." I said, "Okay." There you go, Tom Brady. He was a nice guy. He's a real smooth looking dude. Like he came in and smelled like something I never had before. Money. That's what he smelled like. He smelled like money. That was right top of the head too. Yeah, it smelled like money. I was like, this guy smells like $100 bills. Like, nice guy. He had like his scarf all tied up. You know what I mean? He had his hat on. I was like, this dude is cool. You know, Richard Seymour's a regular dude, jeans and a t-shirt and a hat. Tom Brady looked like he just stepped out of GQ. You know what I mean? Right off the page. We're gonna throw some touchdowns. Yeah, I hope we win this year too. We got Red Sox fans too, Big Papi and all them. I don't know what Big Papi's ever talking about in life. I don't know what Big Papi's saying. But he got a curl. He's all Jerry curl. You see his curl, and that's why he wasn't hitting the ball. His hands are too greasy from putting that mess in his hair. Jesus. And then remember he was like, "Oh, Tom," like he has to bat like 8th or 9th now. And it's like, you better bat 8th or 9th. How much money does he make? He likes makes millions of dollars. Listen, I would make that money if I had to sweep up all the shells off the thing. Oh, Nez, we're gonna pay $1 million just to sweep up shells. I would be out there sweeping up shells every chance I got. I would try my best to get on television. See the camera be in the dugout, I'd start waving. Showing the broom. Come on, man. You know, I hate looking for work because every time I look for work, they always tell me how underqualified I am. And then this was a janitor job. I tried to be a janitor. I was like, "Listen, man, I'll clean up anything you want me to clean up." "Well, it seems that you've done a lot of computer work. Computers and toilets they really don't go together." I was like, if you've been sitting at a desk all day, the toilet is where you want to be. You know what I mean? So let me clean the toilets and let me get this money. You know what I mean? Who wants to clean toilets for like $9? You know what I mean? Then I'd be a disgruntled toilet cleaning black man. You know what I mean? "Oh, we need toilet paper here." There you go. Here, make sure you flush. All right, ready? All right, well, thank you, everyone. I love you guys.
I'm muted. Am I on? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fabulous set. Thank you, Ellen. Next week, we're not having Girl on Top. We had to have a drop due to a personnel issue they had. We're having Highland Moore next Thursday. On the 17th, we're going to have the Brooklyns. 24th, Hicks. On the 1st, the Steamy Bohemians.
All right.
On October 8th, we're going to have Draw the Line, the official Aerosmith tribute. October 15th, we're having Freerider. On October 22nd, we're going to have Johnny Barnes in a pre-CD release. And, of course, on October 29th, the Halloween All-Star Jam with William Lesigian, Bob Gay, Lenny Bradford, Cal Cali, Gabrielle Agachico, Marnie Hall, Andy Pratt, and more.
Nice.
And we are starting to plan towards November. There's only going to be 3 shows in November, obviously nothing on Thanksgiving. And December would only be 3 shows because nothing on Christmas Eve and nothing on New Year's Eve. So that'll catch us up to you. Come on, grab a microphone. We have some upcoming shows that you would like to mention.
Sunday we'll be at the Milky Way in Jamaica Plain. 9 o'clock. It's part of Solar Sundays.
Solar Sundays.
And they have there's live music and tunes by DJ Nomadic, and Nez and I start the show. You have anything else coming up?
And then I think the 10th I'll be at the Somerville Theater doing some stuff with an improv group.
And I'll be in Derry, New Hampshire on the 10th at the Coffee Factory. Yes.
And I'm trying to get into the Underground Comedy Festival in New York, so let's see how that
Good
works
luck.
out.
Well, that sounds good. We're going to be rebroadcast Saturday at 10. So if you liked what you saw tonight, tell your friends to tune in.
Yes.
Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we have on Stage with Mantis, we give you 6 time zones because we are global. We have viewers in Australia, South Africa, England, Ireland, across the U.S., and Hawaii.
Nice.
Now, if you can get a gig in Hawaii, bring them out to Hawaii.
All right.
Okay, and I believe that's it for tonight. See you next week. Thank you very much for coming.